Hello, tarot lovers. Welcome to my channel, Tantra and Tarot with Kelly. Today, we're going to be doing special soulmate readings for each sign for February. You may watch for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. However, the house placements will be placed based on your rising sign. I'd like to start by wishing a happy birthday to all Aquarians. And thanks so much, everyone, for your likes, subscribes, and shares. Please subscribe if you have not already. You're helping me grow as a channel, and I really appreciate it. For the readings today, I'm going to be using the Cosmic Tarot, along with the Tarot of Sexual Magic, and the Romance Angels, Moonology, and Animal decks. And I also brought out my Magic 8 Ball. So we'll see how all those work together. So how we're going to do it is I'm going to select one of the Cosmic Tarot, which has all of the court cards and the major arcana as your soulmate energy, and then two Romance Angels to help us get the big picture. At the end, we will ask the Magic 8 Ball if you have a romantic connection with your soulmate this month. So we will go ahead and start with Aquarius, and please use the timestamps below if you would like to jump ahead to your sign. Great. All right, Aquarius. So I'm going to start by shuffling the deck with all of the court cards and soulmates in it. And we'll see what we have for you, starting with that deck. The markers that we're going to be talking about today are that which is in your first house, your fifth house, and your seventh house. So for Aquarius, we have the Sun and Saturn both in your first house right now. We have Mars in your fifth house, and we have a full moon coming up soon in your seventh house of relationships. And your fifth house is more of the romantic house. So romance versus partnership. So we'll see what we get. Also, that full moon in your seventh house in Leo could mean some endings, but it also could mean some beginnings for you as well. I'm going to continue to shuffle these. Pretty good for, oops, we had one fly out already. We've got the Four of Cups. So let's talk a bit about that as we're shuffling. The Four of Cups may just be feeling a little bored this month, or just saying no to things. Perhaps there's some offers on the table, but they aren't of interest to you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck for Aquarius. Bottom of the deck, when I cut, I've got the Nine of Cups. So being hopeful, being wishful about what it is that you want this month, I think will bring you some really good positive outcomes. I think it's important to put your mind on what it is that you want to manifest this month. And I feel like this could be a good month for you since it is your birthday month. So let's see here. I took an Animal Spirit card. I'm going to take two Romance Angels. So let's talk about that Sun and Saturn working in your first. It has been probably a lot of lessons for you and a lot of focus on what it is that you should be setting your mind to, what you should stay determined on, the lessons from the past coming around to test you to see if you're ready for that next step, if you're ready to move forward, perhaps with some new areas of your life. All right, I'm going to take one more Romance Angel. And we'll take one Moonology card, and then we'll see what we have for your soulmate special in February. But with Mars in your fifth, it could mean some action going on. You could have a little jealousy for other lovers, or you could have just some fiery, maybe some sexual energy, some extra chemistry that you're feeling, or perhaps some arguing. Chemistry nonetheless, though. All right, let's see what we have. Okay, so I'm going to take a main energy, a past, a present, and a future. Bottom of the deck, I've got the Death card. Talk about that in a second. All right. So your soulmate energy, oh, how super interesting is the Death card. So now we're having it twice. So I think Aquarius, your soulmate for the month of February is going to be a Scorpio. So very exciting. Could also mean that Scorpio is going to be coming in to make some changes that are divinely guided right now. So be be up for whatever needs to be let go or changed, and also be looking out for that deep thinker type. So your spirit animal I have is the owl. The main energy I have for you is the Ace of Wands. There's that sexual energy happening in your 5th house, I think, with the Mars being there. All right, then your past energy I have is the Knight of Pentacles, friendly energy there. Current energy, the Empress, you're looking good. Future energy we have is the 8 of Pentacles. And what else do we have? Well, the 2 romance angels we have for Aquarius is heart-to-heart connections. And I also have retreat. Oh, sorry, heart-to-heart conversations is what it says. And then your Moonology card is you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So how do I think all of this means for your birthday month, Aquarius, or for Aquarius rising? How does this fit into your wheel for the year? Well, let's take a look. Okay, so we've got Saturn in the 5th and we've got the full moon in the 7th. So I think that what that's going to mean, or you've got Mars in the 5th, full moon in the 7th. So I think that's going to mean some really exciting times coming up for you this month. The beginning of the month, things may be going a little slow and you could be focused on your finances or that which is going to bring you some prosperity this month. However, I do see this being a big month of change. And I see that with the Death card, we have that twice. And since we're talking about romance, I think this is just going to be big changes to your relationships in a positive way, and also relating with a Scorpio type or somebody that has a lot of that energy in their chart. They may be teaching you about how to let go, how to transform, and that could be an interesting journey. I know Scorpio also rules the sexual organs, so putting that along with the Ace of Wands could mean a little energy in that department for you this month. However, through all of it, you're going to be looking good. We've got the Empress card here. I feel like money's going to be good for you as well with the 8 of Pentacles, although you may have to put down some of the pleasures for work later in the month, just due to the fact that you still have Saturn working with you in your 1st. It wouldn't be a month with Saturn without a little bit of work. So how does all of that relate? Well, after I picked up to the Death card, I did have the 6 of Cups. So I really feel you will be connecting with your soulmate this month. And that soulmate and you are going to be going through some divinely guided changes and also connecting on that deeper level. So it says here, you are good enough. So if for whatever reason you've doubted your self-worth, no worries with the Empress and you are good enough. You're going to have everything that you need, and anything that you've deserved that you didn't feel like you deserved this month, you're going to be more accepting of it, which is great. And so how are you going to be connecting with your lover? Well, you may be going on a little bit of a vacation here. We've got a couple walking in the woods, taking some time out in nature. So maybe that sounds great to you right now. It says it's time to disconnect from the world. I know Aquarians, it is important to disconnect and to detach at times to find that inner joy. So I'm hoping that you will find that this month, perhaps through some heart-to-heart conversations. It says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And if you're dealing with a Scorpio, we know that they are not going to take any false answers. So the word honestly discuss your feelings with each other is going to bring trust in this relationship and also bring a fresh start. So let's take a quick look at some of the energies that it says around the owl. Owl is an air sign, much like yourself. It says abundance, clairvoyance, treasures. When in balance, generous, trusting, secure. When out of balance, money quarrels, scarcity. Bring into balance an offering. And that's exactly what the Empress would do, because she's got so much abundance at her disposal that she is more than interested to make an offering. And when in doubt this month, just take one step at a time. There is no rush. And I think you will have a beautiful month, Aquarius. All right, good luck with that. Okay, real quick, I forgot to do the Magic 8 Ball for Aquarius. This is a new ad, so I'm going to do it right now for Aquarius. I'm going to edit this back in. Okay, so Magic 8 Ball for Aquarius. So Aquarius, are you going to have a romantic love connection, perhaps with that Scorpio, for the month of February? Let's see what it says. It is certain. All right, well, have fun with that, Aquarius. Okay, let's see here. Next up, we're going to be moving on to Pisces. Pisces, I'm going to put all these cards back and we're going to start over again. So let's talk about what you have going on in your houses for Pisces rising. In your first house, you have Venus and Neptune, which could be bringing some dreamy romance and love. You may be feeling like you're ready to just have some fantasy time right now. You could be feeling like you want to just curl up in bed and read a good book with your lover, or be it's a little bit more private, perhaps. So let's see here. We also have, we don't have any planets currently in your fifth house. And then in your seventh house, we have part of fortune. So some benefits coming your way. Oh, it wants to be that one on the soulmate card. So I've got a soulmate card for you and an animal spirit card. And let's get a moonology card and the rest of the tarot. So with those romantic heavy hitters in your first house, don't be surprised if people are really attracted to you this month, or you're bringing in some of that extra Venusian energy. Maybe it's time to go shopping to get that new wardrobe, so you feel extra beautiful and lovely at this time. All right, let's get two animal spirit cards. But either way, this is going to be one of the last months that you have without Saturn in your sign. We have Saturn moving in March. So enjoy it while it lasts. All right. So I'm going to take one romance angel there, and I'm going to take another one, and let's shuffle up this tarot. All right, Pisces, we're almost ready. I'm going to shuffle one more time, and then I'm going to cut the deck for Pisces. All right, here we go. For February, your soulmate special. Here we go. The deck, bottom of the deck when I cut for Pisces. Ooh, I love it. This works right along with that fantasy love element that we were talking about. This is the Three of Cups. So there could be some kind of a reunion happening for you. It looks like we have definitely some romantic chemistry going on here, some sexual chemistry between you and a special someone, and we will see who that special someone is. All right, bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. Okay, who is your soulmate for February? Ooh, it is the Prince of Cups. This is so interesting. This happened for Aquarius as well. These are the same card. So you're absolutely connecting with a water sign, and that water sign could be a Pisces like yourself, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. So regardless, this person may just be like a new boyfriend, or you could be sending romantic messages back. She's kind of got this come hither situation going on, waiting for her lover to meet her in the water. So there could be some water type activities. Maybe you're going to a hot springs. Maybe your boyfriend's taking you out to a waterfall or something to that regard. All right, main energy. I love it. Here is our Venus in the first house. We've got the Ace of Cups. Past energy, Nine of Swords. Present energy, Three of Wands. Future energy for Pisces, I've got the Seven of Wands. All right, let's see what else we got for Pisces. Oh, interesting. The Moon card I have looks kind of eerie there. It says nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon. And that's when the moon is not making any aspects. So some things just may not continue in the way that they were. All right. Okay. Yep. And we see it right here. We've got unrequited love. For your first romance angel, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And we also have very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Your romance angel, ooh, another one for Venus in the first. We have the starfish card, which means you're going to be looking really good and people are going to be noticing it, like we talked about at the beginning. Okay, so what does all this mean for Pisces, for their soulmate energy? Well, you may just have a man that, or a female, it depends on who you're dating, come to you by telling you how beautiful you're looking this month. They're really going to be noticing you and how much love and energy you have put into your own self. It's not going to be a month of you waiting around and waiting for somebody to call. You have these lovers who are going to be calling on you this month and bringing you some offers of love. They're going to be complimenting you and allowing you to, I guess, rejoice in the work that you've done for yourself. Although in the past, we've had some anxiety. There have been some things that have occurred that just haven't necessarily been exactly what you want. Not necessarily a nightmare, but maybe just a lot of worry and concern and too much time in your head and some anxiety. And so what does that mean? That means that instead of being in our head, this month, we're going to drop into that heart space and find what it is that you truly love and do some nice things for yourself. So in order to have the love of a relationship, we need to fill our own cup first. And so for Pisces, maybe that is going out and getting that new outfit and you just look fabulous. And then guess what? Your ships are going to come in. Things that you have set out to have happened, things that you have planned, that you have wanted, are going to really start happening for you this month. So be ready for it. And there are going to be opportunities for you. And if it's not happening yet, just continue to give yourself that self-love. And if something comes around, maybe that reunion with the Three of Cups that we saw at the beginning, for you, you may need to stand your ground about something that happened in the past in order to move forward. So perhaps there is an option for a reconciliation with someone this month, but you may not be feeling it. You'd rather stay determined and you'd rather stick with what it is that you're doing for yourself that's working really well. And like we said, this unrequited love that could have to do with that Nine of Swords. And what that's going to mean is that you may just be waiting a little bit for that perfect opportunity for you. But I see some stuff absolutely coming in. So I love it. Okay, that is a beautiful Pisces. So absolutely enjoy this month. Oh, let's talk a bit about this Void of Course card. So it says nothing will come of this situation. So between the Void of Course and the unrequited love, I do see that for some of you, you could have a breakup or an ending, or maybe there is a boyfriend type that it's just not going to go any further. Perhaps he was a bit of a love bomber and he would just call you when he wanted attention. And now you're tired of that. You're like, I'm not going to continue in this way. I'm going to end it at this time. And I need to say that we did not do the magic 8-ball for Aquarius. So I'm going to have to go back in and edit that in. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the magic 8-ball for you, Pisces. And let's see, are you going to have a romantic connection with your soulmate this month? Let's see. It says, reply hazy, try again. Okay, we're going to try one more time. Is Pisces going to have a romantic connection with their soulmate this month? It says signs point to yes. So that is awesome, Pisces. Enjoy this month and have a wonderful February. Next up, we're going to be moving on to Aries. Okay, Aries, this month, we're doing a special soulmate reading. I'm going to shuffle these cards for you. We're going to pull a soulmate card, and then we're also going to pull the regular tarot and a couple of extra. Ooh, this came out while I just started the shuffle, the swan card. So let's talk a bit about that as I'm shuffling the rest of these. It may mean that you're just spending a little solo time this month. Ooh, one wanted to flip out flirt. Perhaps you've spent some time on your own, and now you're ready to get out there and be a little bit more playful. And you're feeling that Jupiter into your first house or connecting with your planets right now. And that could be bringing you some expansive energy. So if you were spending some time alone, I do think that this month things are going to start to really cook. So you may have been putting some people on the back burner, and now it's time to make a little bit more sizzle. So I hope that's going to go well for you. Let's talk about some of the other aspects. So you also have Chiron in your first house, and we're going to have a Jupiter conjunct Chiron, which could be bringing out any of that pain that you have yet to deal with so that you can finally put it to rest and become the fool and release the baggage. Let's see here. I'm going to pull a soulmate card for you. I've just got the major arcana and the court cards here. So here we go. Soulmate for Aries. Put that there. We'll see what it is in a second. And then let's choose an animal spirit card. So what else do you have going on? So in your fifth house, you're going to have a full moon in the month of February, here on February 4th. And that could bring some endings and or some new beginnings, or just a completion of the story, so that you can start a new one in your house of romance. So that sounds really positive. I think if we need to clear the slate, if we need to freshen things up, have a restart, this will be a good month for you to do it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck. For Aries, bottom of the deck, we've got Queen of Swords, could be connecting with an air sign. I'm going to take a main energy, past, a present, and a future. And what are we missing here? It looks like I'm just missing a Moonology card. All right, bottom of the deck, when I cut, I got the Queen of Wands. So two queens could be deciding between a couple of people, but let's see what that soulmate card here says, and maybe that'll give us a little bit more insight. Perhaps somebody is a past energy and somebody is a future. So, all right, Moonology card for Aries. Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay, so Aries, your soulmate that you're connecting with this month, ooh, is the Queen of Pentacles. None of the above. It's not the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Wands. Or you could possibly have three people that you're connecting with. But what does this say to me? It says that your soulmate this month is going to be an earth sign, perhaps a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus, and this person's going to be looking really good, and they're going to have some money to spend, and those other Venusian qualities that can help some romance getting started. Or if this is you, you're absolutely going to be feeling more confident this month. And you're going to be getting some money as well, which money always helps. So, all right. So the main energy I have for Aries this month is the Three of Cups. Past energy I have is the King of Pentacles. There's our divine couple here. We've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. So there's your soulmate couple there. The main energy I have is the Five of Pentacles. And the future energy I have is the King of Wands, although it came in the reverse, which is interesting. So perhaps there was a couple that was going on here with a fire sign, and now that may be no longer. But just for the simplicity of the reading, I'm just going to take it for face value and just call it the King of Wands. All right, so here for the romance angels, I got soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And you may have had more than one option for that, but now you may really feel that you know which one that is. Your There it is. This came out in the shuffle. Your other romance angel is flirt. And then we have the elk card, more of that earth energy. And the moon card we have is work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. So what does all of this mean for Aries for the month of February? Well, it looks like we could be having a reunion with somebody that is somebody that you've known from the past. This is somebody that you've met. You could be getting together with some friends and perhaps they show up, or this is one of your friends. Either way, I feel that you're going to know, it says, yes, this is your soulmate. You're going to know that this is the one that you want to be with. And that's going to come about just through some flirting. And maybe if it was heavy before and you've known this person in the past, it's going to lighten up and you're going to feel more positive this month as your ruling planet Mars is now moving ahead. It's not stagnant anymore. So that could really be helping you feel like you're ready to move ahead at this point. So let's see here. Then with our Moonology card that we have of working through your fears, this may have been something that you were doing in that alone time while things were kind of on pause. And now this month, you're going to be jumping back into the game. And hopefully you've already worked through your fears. It says new moon in Scorpio. I don't think that you're going to be connecting with a Scorpio. I do feel like you're going to be connecting more with a earth sign or a fire sign. So this may be something that's going on internally for you. Either way, you've had to put up some boundaries. You've had to learn how to be more true to yourself in a way that you aren't going to allow yourself to get run over by things. You're going to say, no, this is how I'm doing it now. And these are the boundaries I've made because I don't want to go back to feeling alone. I don't want to go back to feeling not worthy. And when we create those boundaries, we can have love come from within the boundaries. And that's how we know it's real love, is that you're being the real you and you're getting somebody coming to you within those safety nets that you've created for yourself. So let's see here. So then in the future, it seems like you're back to your typical self, like you're back to you being creative, connecting with other people who are also creative, and being that fiery leader. I'd watch out here at the end of the month, not being too autocratic. We did have this come in the reverse at the beginning, which could mean that you are using a bit of your fire to perhaps not necessarily work with it in a positive way. Maybe you're just kind of being an asshole for something. So be careful about that. If you want to tease people, just do so in a friendly manner. Or if you want to flirt with somebody, then sometimes we're mean to those that we love. So just be nice to the people if you really want to flirt with them. That I think saying something nice rather than teasing them can be a good option. But let's read what it says here about the elk card. The elk is an earth card. It says stable, resilient, headstrong, the father. So you could be connecting with somebody who is a father, or this could be you this month being just more fatherly. It says when in balance, supportive, kind, consistent. When out of balance, pretentious, high and mighty. Bring into balance, eat and drink more consciously. And I think that's exactly what we were talking about here at the end. Being careful of the pretentious and high and mighty attitude, that's not going to win you friends. It is going to perhaps put you into a battle mode. And if you're feeling that fire come up, just realize that maybe there are some things that you do need to let go. Scorpio here, new moon. So just let go what you have to in order to keep things light. And I think that you're going to have a wonderful month connecting with this earth sign. All right, so let's see. Let's ask the question. I'm going to say, is Aries going to have a romantic connection with their soulmate this month? All right, let's see. Aries. It says, my sources say no. So it's maybe more of a month where you're working on your own energy, and some of these People that come along could be more friendships. The Five of Pentacles can mean feeling a little left out. So if you're left out, if there was a three-party situation and you're on the outs, it is time to focus on your own energy and connect with those of like mind, friends of sorts. So enjoy that, Aries. And next up, we're going to be moving on to Taurus. I'm going to put all of this away, and we'll start with Taurus. Taurus, I'm going to draw you a soulmate card from these special deck right here. We've got the court cards and the major arcana. So let's see what we have. Soulmate energy for Taurus for February. Let's see here. I'm going to cut the deck. Going to go with that one. And let's get you an animal spirit card, and we can talk about some of the energies that are working with you. For Taurus rising, in your first house, you've got the North Node and you've got Uranus. Those are at, let's see what, the North Node right now is at about 8 degrees and Uranus is at about 15. So making its way through, the North Node is going to be with you for a little bit longer. So making the best of it, finding what directions are important to you right now, where the universe is leading you. And that could be surprising because Uranus is always there with that surprising element. And so what kind of shocks could be coming in this month is to be determined. You may already know, but the way that Uranus works is that it's usually something like out of the blue. So there could be some out of the blue, interesting things still going on here over the next few months with you. And let's see here. Then in your fifth house, which is Virgo, you've got a part of fortune. So you may be feeling a little lucky in romance right now. I'm just going to take a Moonology card. And let's take two of the romance angels, and then we'll do the tarot and see what we have for all of this. I'm going to organize these cards a little better because I'm just about to shuffle them. All right. So then you also have the South Node in your seventh house of Scorpio. So there have been some endings to certain relationships. There have been some key partnerships for you that are just no longer, you've moved on. They just are not important to you. They aren't offering you the stability that you're looking for anymore. And so they're over with. And that South Node is going to be there, like we said, for another 6 months or so, working with letting go of the past. All right. I'm going to cut the deck for Taurus. Taurus, bottom of the deck. Here's another, that earth sign, grounded energy, King of Pentacles, putting boundaries where they need to be, and slowly saving money and investing for your future here. So, all right, bottom of the deck, we've got the Page of Wands. See some flirting or text messaging going on. Let's see what's going on with your soulmate energy. Ooh, I love it. This has been happening. Very exciting. We've got the Princess of Wands and the Knave of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. These are the same cards. This is the Page of Wands. And so I think you could be connecting with a playful fire sign type like a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries. But either way, this is you getting out there and having fun and meeting new people and feeling alive. Got your ruling planet of Venus into Pisces right now. So you could be feeling a little extra romantic, maybe not so serious, and allowing yourself to flirt and do those text messages and just get out there and not worry about a thing. So that could be a great energy for Taurus right now. Interesting. Your animal spirit card we have is Vulture. So we'll read a little bit more about that here soon. The two romance angels I have for you is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then this could be the one you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So you could be connecting with somebody a little bit younger who's flirty, who you've known, but regardless, let's see what else we have. The moon card we have for you is new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe, so that's good. All right, so let's see here. The main energy I have for Taurus is the Six of Wands. Got some kinky stuff going on there, a little playfulness, like we said. Then the past energy, ooh, like it a lot. We've got the Ace of Wands. That's definitely that spark of sexual energy, or that new start. This flirtatiousness is going to go somewhere, it looks like. Ooh, middle of the reading, current energy I have is the Judgment card. Talk about that in a second. Future energy, Nine of Pentacles. Well, I do think that there's somebody that could be coming back from the past for you. Like we said, that you've already met the romantic partner you seek. The Judgment card means that we could be getting some enlightenment surrounding something that's happened in our past. Perhaps we're being tested, or you're testing somebody to see where they're at, where their energy lies at this time for you, to see if they're really serious. And it maybe you guys just hooked up and you've been doing some flirting, and now you want to see if they're serious. And so you call them on a Saturday night without having plans to see if they're going to answer the phone, right? Or if maybe they're out with somebody else, or maybe they don't answer, or either way, I think it's going to be successful. We've got the Six of Wands here. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to be at the top of the roller coaster, getting ready to have fun, going down that big hill, enjoying life on your high horse here. It's been a good month when you get this. So whatever you put your energy towards, and whatever testing goes on in the middle of the month, I feel like that is going to lead to you really feeling good about yourself. It's the Nine of Pentacles, and this is more, I think, of a single energy card, but also maybe you're deciding that you're just going to stay optimistic and just stay single for now, even though you're out there having fun and thinking, well, this could be somebody that I could see maybe a longer term relationship with. But for right now, I'm just going to keep it positive and be single and enjoy that. And enjoy this fun, flirty energy while it's around. It's definitely around. So let's read a bit about this vulture, which is in kind of a different territory here. Okay, let's see here. That's an air sign. So maybe you're connecting with an air sign, but looks like it says here, okay, vulture, guardian and purifier, essential for rebalance. When in balance, clarifies, reveals wisdom. When out of balance, dramatic, aggressive. Bring into balance, clean your space, and sage. So clearing your energy, if you've been with somebody in the past and you're just like, okay, I'm just going to clear my energy, I'm going to keep it light. I definitely don't want to be dramatic or aggressive. That doesn't sound like a good time. And so because of that, just playing it safe. It says you and your loved ones are safe. So playing it safe, keeping it positive, keeping it light and romantic. You're going to be looking good. You're going to have the money, and you're going to be successful. Absolutely. So just pay attention to what's coming back around, what may be testing you at this time, and you're going to win with flying colors. All right. So let's take a look at the Magic 8 Ball. Let's see, is Taurus going to be connecting romantically with their soulmate this month? All right. Let's see. Ask again later. Well, we're going to go ahead and ask again then. Is Taurus going to be connecting with their soulmate this month? Concentrate and ask again. Well, we're going to stay optimistic, like it says. We're going to concentrate, ask again. Is Taurus going to connect with their soulmate this month? My reply is no. So maybe it's not going to be quite as romantic. It's going to be maybe more flirting, where you're going to still keep your integrity and stay single, but have fun while you're doing it. All right. Great times, Taurus. All right. Next up, we're going to be moving on to Gemini. Gemini, we're going to get you a soulmate, and we're going to get you an animal spirit card and some romance angels, and see what's going on here for you. And our soulmate special So in your first house, Gemini, you have Mars direct, finally in your first house. So wherever you were feeling stuck, you're like, oh, this isn't the usual me. Normally I can just fly right through this stuff. And now I've been on pause. That's going to be all over with. You're going to be now making that forward progress for yourself in the areas of your life as it pertains more to your personal life. The things that are most important to you are now going to be moving ahead a lot. This animal card jumped right out, so we're going with it. It's just going to be a lot easier energy to work with, I think. So, and then in your fifth house and your seventh house, there are no current planets. So fill them up then. Yeah. Now it's up to you to manifest what you want. The energy in your romance house and in your partnership house is kind of open-ended. So taking matters into your own hands. What are you going to get? All right, here we go. I'm cutting the deck for Gemini. Bottom of the deck when I cut, I've got the 8 of Cups. I'm going to take a main energy, past, present, future. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Cups. So you may have walked away from something and now you're looking at your options. Like you may have said last month, okay, this year, let's do that one. This year, I'm going to start fresh. I'm going to have a fresh slate. I've put some things on pause and now I'm ready to look at my options, and not in a way, let's do that one, and not in a way that is maybe confusing, but just in a way where you're gonna, it's time to look around. You don't want to have so many options that you're like, oh, I don't even know, but a few of viable ones to help stay in that kind of romantic fantasy idea of like, oh, well, this may work out or this may work out, and just trying to have fun with it. Could be some online dating. All right. So main energy I have for you is the 2 of Swords. I do want to check though, what is your soulmate energy? So the soulmate energy for Gemini, oh, Prince of Cups. So a water sign. This could be kind of like a new boyfriend. This could be someone that's been calling you and complimenting you. Can be a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer. And that is some fun dating energy. Could be kind of a love bomber, but somebody who wants to give you some attention. So, all right. So we've got that. And then the animal spirit card I have is the spider. Ooh, I really like this for Gemini because you're like the connector. You're the one that makes all of the connections. But I do think that this, because it's the web, the World Wide Web, that you, like I said, the online dating, because there's a web and there's options. So maybe you're talking to somebody on Facebook, or maybe you're just trying to make a key decision about where your life should go based on all these connections that you have. All right. The Moonology card I have is 3rd quarter moon. Adjustments are required. The animals or the romance angels I have are keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. All right. And getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So some good conversations this month, I think, where you're learning about somebody else and you're deciding for yourself, okay, maybe this type of person would be good for me. I haven't dated this type before. Either way, let's see here. Our past energy is the 4 of Cups, present energy, Temperance card, future energy, Queen of Wands. Well, I absolutely think that regardless of who this water sign is, there's a very good chance you may also be connecting with a Sagittarius or fire sign. So could be, like we said, some options for you. And maybe this water sign is the one that you're talking to the most right now, or maybe this is a close friend that you're connecting with as you're keeping an open mind about a Sagittarius. Either way, let's kind of build the story here. So it looks like there is going to be a decision to be made this month, or maybe you don't want to have to make a decision between two people. There's going to be somebody that you may have to say no to here at the beginning of the month. And what's that going to mean? It means that, yeah, you don't want to leave somebody disappointed, but perhaps the excitement just isn't there anymore. And it's been a little ho-hum. It's been a little boring. So who wants boring, right? Okay. So in comes Sagittarius, right? That won't be boring. No, but this is having some patience, okay? We're going to be keeping an open mind and getting to know each other. It's going to take a little bit of time to alchemize a new relationship. And so in your goings this month, staying in your own lane, keeping to your own creative processes, allowing yourself to follow that intuition, feeling inspired. I think you're going to be feeling more inspired for love. And maybe that is why you want to date a few people right now. It's more interesting. Underneath this, I have the High Priestess. So maybe you're kind of keeping somebody a secret right now. But either way, it says adjustments are required. So if in this past cycle, say you've been dating somebody for a few months and things may not be going exactly where you want, or perhaps you're in a committed relationship and you're making some shifts, just set some new goals so that you can complete your goal. I mean, you're almost there. And that's why we have to make adjustments, because if we aren't going to hit the goal that we wanted, say a few months ago when we set up how we wanted to begin the new year, then you're going to have to adjust it so you can stick to your plan. So sticking to the plan, finding somebody that can help you stick to the plan, perhaps giving you some encouragement would be good. All right, let's read about the spider. The spider is an earth element here, and it says, let's see here, mouse, rabbit, there we go. Hold on, here it is. Okay. All right, spider, creator of prosperity through life's work or dharma. And your dharma is the path that your soul wants to go on in this lifetime. So it says the spider is an ingenious creature, and its greatest gift is weaving a thread of dharma in the vast, intricate web that supports the spider. So what connections are you making? What are you weaving out there? It says, when in balance, appreciative, enthusiastic, prosperous. When out of balance, discouraged, tired, forlorn. That's this Four of Cups. And bring into balance playful creativity. Playful creativity. Well, if you aren't feeling playful, then finding somebody else who is. Maybe someone's going to come in with an offer and you're going to say, well, we're going to go paint ceramics this weekend. We're going to go on an adventure, something that is playful, something that is open-ended, and where you're going to be keeping that open mind. All right, enjoy it, Gemini. Sounds like a good month to me. All right, Gem, let's see what the Magic 8 Ball says for you. Are you going to be connecting romantically with your soulmate this month? It says, outlook good. So maybe the water sign or the Sag. Enjoy. Okay, next up we have Cancer. So Cancer, we're seeing who that special someone is for you this month, who that special soulmate is, and let's see how the story goes for you this month. So starting out in your first house, there are no planets currently. You have the South Node in your fifth house. So over time, over the last year and a half, you may have been releasing some old romantic interests. You may have had a lot of options in the past, and now you're looking at all of them and you're like, nope, not going to be any of these people. So clearing the slate, trying to decide what to do next in your romantic world could be the name of the game. Okay, so I'm going to cut the deck here. Cut the deck, bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. If it's going to be a relationship, it's going to be equal, balance. One's not going to be putting in all the work just to leave the other person scot-free. Cancer, you can't be doing all the work, okay? Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. I love it. All right. They love each other too, hopefully. So, all right. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to keep shuffling and we're going to talk about what's going on in your seventh house. In your seventh house, we have Mercury and Pluto. Now, we've known about Pluto because it's been there forever, but it's going to be moving into Aquarius here at the beginning, or sorry, on, let's see here, on March 24th. So new lessons, new letting goes. That's not going to be the same old thing. It is going to feel like a shift. If it's still in your seventh house, I think it will still feel like a shift, hopefully. I know it's still in my seventh house, so I'm hoping for that shift when Pluto moves into Aquarius. But either way, the lessons that you're learning with your relationships and the conversations that you're having right now should be pretty important to you. It may just feel like you know which relationships are important to you, and those are the ones that you're focusing on right now. Maybe you aren't trying to put too much energy into anything new, but just working within the bounds of what it is that of those that are most important at this time. So, all right. So all we need is we need your romance angels and your moonology card. But yeah, you with Mercury now is finally going direct. You may have been finding out some information and doing some research about some things as it pertains to your relationships, and now you're ready to start talking about things that you've thought about, that maybe these conversations you've already had and they're coming up for a last time, for a third time, so you can put them to rest. I'm going to do one more of those and one of these. All right, so let's see what we have for Cancer. Oh, Cancer. Oh yeah, there we are. Here's your soulmate. We don't want to lose that. Okay, so soulmate card that we have for Cancer is Strength. Ooh, I love it. This, you could be connecting with a Leo rising, or somebody with a lot of determination. So very cool. Let's see what else we have for the main energy for Cancer. I have the Eight of Pentacles, past energy, the Sun. Oh, another Leo card. So these are the two major arcana that rule Leo. So I think that there's a strong chance you could be connecting with a Leo this month. Pardon me. So could be Leo. Either way, it feels very positive, very positive. Like we said, very positive. Here's the 10 of Cups. Future energy I have is the Moon. Ooh, I love it. That's what's on my necklace here. So the Moon. And then we have, oh, this one's always nice. It does remind me of Cancer as well. The Oyster card. We'll read about that in a second. Oh, great. Cancer, look. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. And then the romance angels I have for you are deception. It says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And I also have children. Your love life is being affected by children. And I'm not surprised about that, Cancer. You are the maternal figure of the zodiac. So, all right. So let's see what all this means for you for this month. Well, I see as your relationships, you're going to be putting a lot of work into them. The relationships that are important to you, you're going to be putting the effort into those this month. And it may be in relationships actually at work. But either way, the things that you've tried and you got to try again. He's giving her this rose, and I don't know if she's really paying attention or whatever, but you just got to keep trying. You got to be open-minded and not shut down. If something didn't quite work for you, don't necessarily write the story that's how it's always going to go, to say, you know what, there's going to be some really positive things going on here. I see a lot of chemistry happening. I see the sun shining on your relationships in such a way that you just feel free. You feel free to love. You feel like you've had to maybe use a lot of strength to get to this point for yourself. Maybe you've gone through a lot of healing and it's taken time. You may be working on your family unit quite a bit with the children and the Cancer card and the 10 of Cups. And now it's time to enjoy all that hard work. The things that may have seemed difficult before now feel easier. Or if you're still wrestling that lion of a relationship or that lion within, then continue to do so in a gentle way. be the gentle king, and those will that are meant for you will flock to you. You get more bees with honey is the saying that's coming to my mind here. But I'm absolutely seeing a very romantic month for you with the moon and the 10 of cups and the 2 of cups. This can be like a fantasy relationship where you connect and it's everything you ever wanted, but there could be some illusions here as well. So I would really watch out if it feels real, being sure that it actually is real, that you aren't just being deluded and giving in a relationship where you aren't sure if you're getting back what you deserve. Like we said, 6 of Pentacles at the beginning, but you just may not know what's going to come next. We have the sun and the moon, which is beautiful. The sun and the moon and the stars. It could just feel very dreamy for you right now. Venus is in your 9th house, and with Neptune, maybe you're going to be taking a little bit of a trip. Maybe you aren't sure where you want to go yet, but you want to do some deep diving. You want to learn something new, or maybe have a little sex on the beach, or enjoy your partnership in a way, because guess what? It's taken a lot of effort to get to this point. And if you feel like you've really been focusing on healing, at the bottom of the deck here, I've got the 3 of Swords. I feel like this month is going to offer you just more of those quiet times for yourself where you're going to feel whole. Let's read about this Oyster card here. The Oyster card says, patient secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. So you're holding back a little bit because you are not quite sure yet. All right. Maybe you have a little bit of fears about love this month. It says, when in balance, feels blessed, generous, masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripping, clams up. Bring into balance, share something. So what are you going to be sharing with your partner this month? I think, having maybe a special Valentine's Day, if you do have a partner, going out, having some fantasy romance, whatever that means, and just enjoying your family. If you have a family, enjoying your family, spending time at home with those who you love, so that everyone does feel included and safe. Maybe you aren't going out on a date. Maybe you're just hanging out with your kids this month, and that's a-okay. So it says here, deception. So maybe watch out for those who claim to know it all. Watch out for those who claim to have the answers for you right now. Maybe there was a lover in the past you just don't trust anymore. Maybe you've noticed that there perhaps was somebody else right now, or they've given you some attention and now they've kind of ghosted you. And if you feel like that's the case, and it's bringing you some fears, just stick with what's positive. There's a lot of positivity going on here. And so I wouldn't, I'd be very aware, absolutely. But I wouldn't put all of my energy on that which didn't go the way you wanted it to, because there's a lot of positivity happening here. Here we are doing the magic 8-ball for Cancer. Cancer, let's see what we have for you for this month. Are you going to be connecting with your romantic soulmate this month? Yes, definitely. Well, have fun with that, Cancer. Enjoy. And next up, we're going to be moving on to Leo. And Leo, let's see what we have here for you. Let's talk about some of these aspects. Looks like Cancer could be connecting with the Leo. So maybe you'll be connecting with Cancer. We'll have to see. So let's see here. I'm putting these cards up and we're going to get you a soulmate. We're going to find you a soulmate. We're going to get some tarot going. All right, let's talk about the aspects for you. So Leo, your full moon is going to be this month on, let's see, I think it's on the 5th. Yeah, full moon, middle of the day on the 5th in the Americas. And so for you, with that in your first house, you may feel like there's been a lot that you've been working on in the last 6 months, since like your birthday time frame up until now, that things have just been new or different, and you're having to work on some areas of your life with Saturn in your 7th house, and now you're going to get some completion. Now it's going to be like, okay, put a lot of effort in, and I'm ready to enjoy myself. So I think you've come full circle is what I'm trying to say here. So bottom of the deck, I've got the Judgment card that could be connecting with a Scorpio or someone that's helping you with this new start, this this rising up from the ashes. It may have felt, or it may feel like that a little bit this month, that you're rising from the ashes, which I think is beautiful. All right, so and I will say that I'll say something here right now. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Wheel card, and that's a 10, and with the X and the XX, yeah, I don't know what that means. Maybe you're gonna be watching some dirty movies, some X-rated movies. Okay, hold on, I dropped a card. Anyway, however your romance goes this month, Leo, you know, I think there's going to be a lot of positive action going on. So let's talk about some of those other aspects. So in your fifth house, there are currently no planets. Your fifth house is Sagittarius. If you're Leo rising, and there's currently no planets there, but in your seventh house, which is Aquarius, you do have Saturn and the Sun. And so like could be shining on some of those lessons. You could be feeling a sense of completion like we talked about. And Saturn's only going to be there for a little while longer. It's going to be moving into it's going to be moving into Pisces in March. Okay, so we got your soulmate. And then let's take two romance angels. I'm going to go with this one. And I think one right in here. Okay, we're going to go with those. And then let's see here. I'm going to get you a Moonology card. Oh, I have two for you. It wanted to be two. And I'm going to go with an Animal Spirit card. Okay. All right, we got it all. Let's see what we got. Okay, so for Leo, your main energy is going to be your soulmate energy is going to be the Sun. So you could be connecting with another Leo. Your main energy is the Knight of Pentacles. Past energy is the Hierophant. Present energy is the Knave of Pentacles. And the future energy is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so then your romance angel is, we've got soulmate. So looks very positive with the soulmate card and the Sun. And then your other romance angel is past life relationships. And then Leo, we have for your Moonology cards, we have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon, and a time to give rather than to take, new moon in Virgo. Your Animal Spirit card is the Firefly. How fun. And let's see, I think that's everyone. So let's talk about it, Leo. Let's see what's going on here. What's that full moon going to bring you? Well, if it's going to bring you some completion, it's definitely going to be positive. And you could have some fun, fiery things going on for you this month. It says Firefly. There could be just a fleeting energy of positivity that you want to go grasp it. If it's out there, just go enjoy it. If you need to get out, then get out and enjoy yourself. If it's been a long couple months, then now it's going to feel like things are going to lighten up for you, which is excellent. I see that you're going to be either connecting with somebody of like mind, or perhaps connecting with somebody who just wants to take it slow. We've got the Knight of Pentacles here, and he is just going to do one thing at a time, kind of a chivalrous type earth sign. Could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. And if you're just going to go one step at a time, you're going to take it slow. It'll feel grounded. It'll feel real. And there may be a relationship coming in here. I know we thought that things could get a little crazy for you possibly, but maybe that's all in the big long-term plan. It could be a commitment coming in, or perhaps you're also connecting with a Taurus. But like we said, either way, I feel like things are going to be turning in your favor this month. That what you've committed yourself to is going to bring you good fortune. It may be some surprises that you weren't expecting. And now you're feeling really good about yourself. We've got the Knave of Pentacles. There could be just some dates that you're going to be going on this month. And you're going to be putting in the effort. You're going to be putting in the effort to get the reward this month. With the Eight of Pentacles, we're going to be working on things. We're going to be seeing this positive money aspect working for you this month. And I think that's really going to be awesome. It says a new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than to take. And if you're feeling more positive and you're having some positive finances work well for you, then it would be a good time to give to those who need that extra energy from you, to not necessarily say, oh, it's not all about me this month. Well, it doesn't always have to be all about you. You can take that positivity and share it with others who don't normally have that kind of sun just emanating from them all the time. They don't have your skills and your talents to bring joy to others necessarily. So maybe you'll be bringing joy to some people this month who really do need it. And I think that's going to be really nice. It says, have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. So as things grow here, as you're dreaming about the future, what it is that you want, putting those things into action and really feeling like they're going to be coming to fruition. It's not going to be anything negative. I feel like that what you put effort into is going to work out. It's going to be positive. I see a lot of faith happening here because it says have faith in your dreams. And this is also a card of faith, the Hierophant, and sticking to your higher morals and your values. So definitely doing that this month. And you will be connecting with your soulmate. Here it is right here. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And that is also possibly somebody that you've known from your past, or somebody else from your past is going to be coming along. It says you have known each other before. So much like it says past life relationship, soulmate, this could be the same person. Perhaps you're with that person right now, or you meet somebody and it feels like you've known them before, or they're here to teach you something in this lifetime. There's something you're supposed to learn from them. And if you are having a difficult time learning, just go ahead and keep putting in the effort and keep having that faith. Let's read a little bit about what this fire sign says, and then we'll do the magic 8 ball for you. Fire sign, or sorry, firefly is an air element. So let's see here. All right, so for Leo here, inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. When in balance, writes, creates, brainstorms. When out of balance, burnt out, feels dull. Bring into balance, write a poem or draw. So if you haven't been in your element lately because you've been dealing with all sorts of crazy stuff in life, this month, let's bring it back to yourself. Let's shine the inner you. Let's be the original, lovely Leo that you are, and connect with those who feel that same positivity. And also connecting with children, I say, is very positive for you this month. All right, so let's take a look at what the magic 8 ball says. This is, we're asking, are you going to be connecting romantically with that soulmate of yours this month? All right, let's see it. It says, it is decidedly so. All right, we'll go enjoy it then, Leo. All right, next up, we're going to be moving on to Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's take a look at what we have here. We are going to get you a soulmate, and we're going to talk about what's going on in your sign right now. How many major planets in your first house at this time? If you're Virgo rising, we have part of fortune, just like an Arabic point in your chart. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I think it sounds like good luck. So that's what we're going to pretend it is for right now. So you might have some good luck going on for you in your first house right now. And then in your 5th house, you've got Mercury and Pluto. I did drop a card on the ground, so I'm going to grab that real quick. We'll see what it is just for fun. It's got the 8 of Pentacles written all over it. So putting in the work. We're putting in the work. All right. So then for your 5th house, having Pluto and Mercury in your 5th house of Capricorn, it could feel like you've been going through a lot of changes and how you do romantic relationships. And you may have been thinking about things for a while, about where you want them to go. And maybe you didn't want to make any commitments yet, but this month you may start feeling like you could be ready to make a commitment because your ruling planet of Mercury is now direct. And so all of that thought processing you were doing, all of that analysis, now it's time. Now it's time to make a decision. We have more information than we did, and that which we needed to find out about, I think we have. There may be another week or two of that shadow time frame, but if things have felt like they've been on pause, I think now it's time to rev the engine. So especially because we have Mars direct. All right. And so then you also have in your 7th house, you have Venus, lucky you. And so you also have Neptune. And so if say you're wanting to do some romantic date, if you want to have some fantasy, this is a perfect time for that. You could be looking really beautiful. You could be connecting with some really lovely people right now. And either way, if you want to have that just that chemistry with somebody, I think it's going to be a great month to go at it. Just go after who it is that you want to be with, and to discover what it is that makes your life a dream. So we'll see how that works. All right. So it looks like I'm just missing, I'm going to get a Moonology card. Ooh, wanted to be 2. That's happened. So we'll take them both. And then we'll get your animal spirit card and let's talk all about it. All right. Animal spirit card for Virgo for February. Okay, here we are. All right. So let's see what we have. Well, your soulmate is the Tower. Ooh. Maybe you are connecting with someone a little Uranian right now, perhaps an Aquarius, or also you could be connecting. I like to think of this as a Scorpio card. So Scorpio or maybe Aquarius, but either way, it looks like there could be a little calamity this month. Looks like your soulmate could be changing this month. Perhaps it was somebody else last month and it's somebody new this month because of things out of your control. And so the things out of your control may have been a breakup, or it could have been a third-party situation, or it could have been you dating 2 people and you're going to decide to go with the Scorpio or the Aquarius. So we'll see what happens there. But let's see what else we have here. The main energy I have for your tarot is the 8 of Cups. Past energy, the World. Interesting. Present energy, 10 of Cups. Future energy, King of Cups. Ooh, there is that, perhaps that Scorpio male. Okay. Or fixed sign Aquarius, like we said before. So let's see here. Ooh, I like it. The animal spirit card I have for you is the Bat. Then your Moonology cards are Be Bold and Make the First Move, Cardinal Moon. And your dreams need a practical plan, Full Moon in Taurus. Getting a lot of different signs here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor card. I did not mention that. So you could also be connecting with an Aries. And underneath that is the Tower card in the other deck. So really feeling some big guided changes for you this month, Virgo. So your 2 romance angels are Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And Unrequited Love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So what does all this mean for you, Virgo? Well, I think there could have been a breakup. There could have been somebody that you were connecting with, and now you guys are on the outs. And what does that mean? It means that perhaps your trust was violated. Maybe somebody did not, maybe you were with somebody and they cheated on you. I mean, that's kind of a heavy thing to say, but maybe you just decided that you can't trust somebody, or you need to find somebody that you can trust. Maybe you left somebody because they didn't appeal to you because you couldn't trust them. So either way, that's going to bring this House of Cards down, and that's going to have you walking away on your own. You've got the 8 of Cups. Could be spending some time alone doing the Virgo hermit thing and just walking away to find your own fulfillment, to find your Ace of Cups, which means you're leaving behind something that you may have possibly built in the past. So leaving behind something that you've built, and we have the completion card here. 10 of Cups is also a card of completion. What does that mean? That means that you've graduated whatever energy you were learning this past cycle, that the cycle is done with, which is great. And now you're off on your own trying to be the architect of your world and to really decide what's going to make you happy. And that could be connecting here in the future with a water sign male or somebody who has a lot of deep emotion but holds it on the inside. So still finding, though, your unicorns and rainbows this month. This is that kind of that Neptune energy in your 7th house with Venus, feeling like you could have emotions for somebody, maybe just having some feelings for somebody new after an ending or a completion of some sort that may be really positive for you here. It says your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. So making sure you have the money, making sure you have the finances, whatever is coming to completion for you this month. It may have been the ending of a job. You may be starting out here. It says be bold and make the first move. So if that is work related, maybe you are stepping out and trying something different, and that's what's making you happy, and you've had to take a little pause to figure some things out in that regard. But either way, I think your dreams will come true. They just, like we said, they need a practical plan. So let's look at the bat here and see what it has to say. The bat is an air element, and it says darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. When in balance, accepts, adapts, adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go, reminisces. Bring into balance, watch the sunrise. Ooh, so be having just some deep thoughts at night, looking at the moonlight, staying up all night, having some kind of a fantasy evening, and then watching the sunrise together, just to let go and to do it all over again some other time. So enjoy that, Virgo. And let's take a look at your magic 8 ball. All right. We're going to see, is Virgo going to be connecting romantically with their soulmate this month? And it says, outlook not so good. Well, maybe that is because you've walked away and there has been an ending. But either way, it's all going to be change from here. So keep your head up and enjoy this month, Virgo. All right, next up, we're going to be moving on to Libra. And Libra, I'm going to collect all these cards, including one that's gone onto the floor. And we're going to keep moving ahead. All right, let's talk about what you have going on in your houses this month. You've got in your actual first house, you don't have any current planets. And then in your 5th house, your house of romance, you have Saturn and the sun. So the sun's shining on your romances right now, and Saturn's teaching you some lessons. So could be some positivity, but it also could be some work that you're having to put in right now. And regardless, just stick to any plans that are out there. Perhaps you're having to learn a little bit about romance in some different ways. Maybe some things that are uncomfortable have happened, and now you're trying to move through them. All right, I'm going to take an animal spirit card. Let's take 2 romance angels. And we're going to take a soulmate card for you as well. And then in your 7th house, you've got Jupiter and Chiron. Your 7th house of Aries, and so you've got Jupiter that's just moved into Aries, and so that's going to be making some waves. It's going to be allowing you to expand, meet some new people, to make some plans, some travel plans to get out there. And then Chiron's going to be working with you to help you heal any of those relationships and issues with love that perhaps have not been ideal for you. Maybe you've harbored some resentment and now you're trying to work through that. So All right, let's see. We're going to cut the deck. Bottom of the deck, when I cut, I've got the Queen of Wands. So maybe you're connecting with a fiery, creative female at this time. Bottom of the deck, Knave of Swords, just like a younger air sign. All right, so I'm going to shuffle these up. We're going to get you a soulmate. Okay, so let's see who the soulmate is for Libra for this month. Soulmate for Libra. Ooh, the Tower. Oh, we just had this for Virgo. So you could be connecting with a Scorpio or someone Uranian, somebody like perhaps an Aquarius. All right, so could be some shocking changes going on in your relationships right now, and that may be a good thing. Maybe some truth came out, some things were said that needed to come out. All right, so let's see what we have for everything else. So the Three of Cups is your main energy. Past energy, Knight of Swords. Present energy, Nine of Swords. Future energy for Libra, we've got the Ace of Swords. Wow, a lot of swords here. Your animal spirit card we have is the Lion. Your Moonology card we have is Adjustments Are Required, Third Quarter Moon. Pardon me. Your Romance Angel is Give Your Relationship a Chance. And also, This Could Be the One. Okay, so let's talk about it all. Let's see what's going on. So if this is you, if you're connecting with the Tower, then you could be connecting with somebody who's just helping you go through these changes, making realizations about yourself, deciding that the House of Cards can't stand anymore. Maybe you were talking to more than one person. You've had to make a decision and tell the other person, okay, this is over because I've been seeing two people and now I'm just going to be seeing one. And it may or may, it may not be you or however that works, or maybe this is happening to you. But either way, it could be all for the better. Like it may be a little shocking at the beginning, but then like you couldn't believe they did that. And then you're like, oh, well, this is actually how it's supposed to be. So that could be good. Regardless, we see you having a bit of a romantic time here. Perhaps reuniting with somebody who makes you happy, giving your relationship a chance. Maybe there was somebody that you haven't connected with in a while, and now you're going to go back. It's going to be kind of a reunion of types, and you're going to be talking to them again. And you may think that, yeah, you know what, this person, this new person, or this person from the past could possibly be the one. It says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So whoever this soulmate is, it's maybe somebody you already know. And you're going to be working on your partnership this month after you have this reunion, and there's going to be a lot of happiness. But I do think that your mind is going to be a little full of thoughts this month. We've got the Knave of Swords, so you may just need to tell it like it is to somebody and face the fallout. And then the Knight of Swords, and underneath this, we have the Three of Swords. So there may have been a heavy conversation that you have to have, or some healing that's going on right now. But with the Knight of Swords in the past, we may have just had a lot of racing thoughts and a lot of messages coming in and a lot of just a quick motion. Things may have happened very quickly, and that could have given you some anxiety. Maybe it's not the stability you've been looking for. Maybe things just quickly got heated, and and now you have some anxiety about it, and you need to process it. Well, get your clarity for yourself this month. Find that clarity. This is the Ace of Swords. Somebody may be thinking about you a lot, or you may be thinking a lot this month. And so whatever it is that you're thinking about, try to keep it positive. Try to keep it happy. Like we said, this could be the one. So whatever you have to go through, whatever lessons you have to go through this month, they're all divinely guided. The Lion card, let's read a bit about the Lion. The Lion, of course, we think as like the king of the jungle, the king of the animal world. Let's see here. It says here, patient, regal, a complete master. This is you. When in balance, the epitome of peace and strength. When out of balance, withdrawn, too serious, bring into balance daily meditation and friendship. So just connecting with those people that don't give you anxiety, that don't give you a headache. And it says the epitome of peace and strength. I definitely see Leo as being the epitome of peace. We want to bring peace and balance to these relationships that we have, which means that we may have to make some changes. Adjustments are required. We've made it this far in our goal, and now we realize if we don't make some adjustments, we won't complete the goal. So however that has to do with you and your soulmate this month, you may have to have some more serious conversations about why things are bringing you anxiety and why the changes need to occur. And then you'll end up with some clarity at the end of the month, which is great. Okay, Libra, I think that sounds very interesting this month. So keep your head in the game. It looks like it's going to be maybe a bit of a head game. Enjoy those friendships and those good relationships. Let's see what we have going on for connecting romantically with your soulmate this month. All right, we're going to connect romantically with the soulmate for Libra. Outlook, good. So these divinely guided changes could be putting you in the right direction, and I'd love to hear about it. So sounds awesome, Libra. Enjoy. Next up, we're going to be moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio, I just need to grab one card off the floor, and then we will continue shuffling here. All right. So, Scorpio, let's talk a bit about what's going on with you. We have the South Node in your first house, which I'm sure you know all about because you've been feeling it. You've been feeling that divinely guided, letting go, the past coming up to deal with it, figuring out what we're moving away from at this time. Let's see here. So how has that worked for you? Well, you may have been spending some more time alone, or just rehashing the areas of your life that are most important to you for those who are Scorpio rising, but I'm sure it's affected all Scorpios because this is such a heavy energy. But it'll be moving out here in about 4 months. And so I think that anything that you're wrapping up now, this is it. Let's just do the final wrap up. Let's let go of all the crap. Let's figure it all out. Let's lay it all out on the table, and then let's start to rebuild. So bottom of the deck, I've got the 8 of Wands, maybe having a lot of conversations right now. You may be planning a trip. You could be looking forward to the future in ways that you're going to be going on some new adventures. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Knave of Pentacles. So could be some small offers coming through. I don't think it looks at this point not like anything really serious. Maybe just going on a date or asking a friend out for coffee or connecting with somebody a little younger, perhaps spending time with your kids. All right, we've got a animal spirit. We're going to take 2 romance angels. I'm going to go 1, 2 for Scorpio. And then we're going to take a moonology card. I think it wants to be this one. And then let's see here. We're going to shuffle just a little bit. We're going to take your soulmate card. So let's get the soulmate card. I'm going to keeps being that one. So it was the same card as the person before, but then I shuffled and it came out again. So that's the moonology card you're getting. All right. Okay, and let's see who your soulmate is, Scorpio. Soulmate for Scorpio. Okay, all right, this makes sense. Okay, here we go. Scorpio, this month you're going to be connecting with a water sign female. We've got the Queen of Cups here. Could be a Cancer, a Pisces, or another Scorpio. So Queen of Cups, could be feeling into those emotions right now. Like we said with that South Node, could feel still a little heavy. And we didn't discuss the rest of the planets. You have Venus and Neptune in your 5th, so it could be a lot of kind of fantasy relationship type love energy that you're feeling right now, which could work really well with this Queen of Cups. Maybe you are connecting with a Pisces. So we have Venus moving to Pisces. Maybe that seems really attracted to you. This kind of like not so serious. Let's just dream and let's have sex and let's not worry about relationships and let's be in our feelings and you know, those things that you're so good at bringing out in people, Scorpio. So, all right. Main energy I have for you is the Strength card. So it could be wrestling that line within. You could also be connecting with a Leo, but say this is you finding your strength this month. Maybe you've been, your planets having been retrograde has been a little like dulling for you, having Mars retrograde, and now it's direct and you're ready to get out there and you're ready to have some new times to bring things to fruition that that need to be worked on. We're going to work on the things that need to be worked on. Okay. So, which, you know, and if you aren't feeling relationships, then the time that you're spending on your own with the Swan card is going to be really important to you. So if the relationships aren't as important as your relationship with yourself, then that's a good thing. You have the North Node in your 7th house and Uranus in your 7th house. And so the direction you've been going in could be changing right now. You may have thought that you were interested in these relationships just to find that you really enjoy being on your own more. All right, past energy we have is the Ace of Pentacles, current energy, 9 of Cups, future energy, 2 of Wands. So I want to think of this as like dream it and it will be so. We have a new start here for you this month. And this could be actual new start, like material wise, like with money. You could have money coming into your bank right now that you weren't expecting, or a new start with work. And that's going to maybe bring you a challenge. You may have to use some strength this month in whatever it is that's coming to you that is new. However, it may be exactly what you've been wishing for with the 9 of Cups. It may just be that fun relationship that has given you that fantasy side of yourself has come back, that you want to just spend some alone time with them, that it's just going to be the two of you and you aren't going to be quite as social, but going to be deeply connecting on that heart level, which is beautiful. And in the future, that's going to mean that we're going to be looking where we're going to go with this. All right, so maybe you thought it was just going to be a sexual chemistry, and now you're like, well, there's more here. I have more feelings than I thought. So what am I going to do with those? Where am I going to go with that? Well, let's see what your romance angel says. It says true love. Oh, how awesome. This is the romance of a lifetime. So whoever this special someone is for you this month, I really think that they're going to be turning you on and making you feel like that fun, playful side of you that maybe we haven't felt in a while from Scorpio. And then it says your love life is being affected by children. So maybe your soulmate has children, or maybe you have children, but either way, feeling a little bit childlike can be positive, especially if you are, say, connecting with a Leo. They may be shining the sun on those 5th house areas that do include kids, but that also includes romance. And I feel like you're really going to be having a positive month for yourself. It says adjustments are required. We still have some things that we're working with here. Maybe your plans didn't go exactly as you wanted to, and so you're going to take a pause. You're going to reorganize a little bit so that you can make those plans and move forward in the way that you wanted to. But either way, I think you're going to have an excellent month, regardless if that means you're going to just find some time on your own, or really get into that heart space with yourself. All right, so let's see what we have for Scorpio. Scorpio, are you going to be connecting romantically with your soulmate this month? All right, let's see what it says. It says, my reply is no. Well, I don't know. If not, I mean, you're definitely going to be looking good and enjoying yourself either way. So kind of up to you to determine. All right, Scorpio, enjoy that. Next up, we've got Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I'm just going to get these cards organized, and we're going to get you your soulmate card and then your romance angels. And we're going to see what's happening with you this month. I did drop one on the floor, so let me grab that. All right. So let's keep going here. For Sagittarius, Sags, we don't currently have any planets in your first house right now, but in your fifth house of romance, we've got Jupiter and we also have Chiron. So I'm hoping that that's going to mean that you have a lot of expansion in your romantic world right now. You're going to be meeting new people, could be some pain that you've worked through, and as far as romance goes, but any of those things that you're working through, I think things that you've already known about, that now we're going to be able to get some completion with it and move forward and have some excitement. Bottom of the deck, when I cut, I've got the Five of Pentacles. So if you had been feeling left out, like we said, working with that Chiron energy in your fifth house, then now's the time to just to say to yourself, okay, I've spent enough time in that energy. I'm going to now focus my energy on that which brings me joy, because my ruling planet is direct in my fifth house. I mean, what could be more fun than that? That's the house of like the playfulness, the romance, the children, and expanding in those areas is going to be where life is guiding you right now. And then in your seventh house, we have Mars, which is now finally gone direct. And so the places where you may have felt stuck, like nothing's happening here, those are going to be happening again. So let's see what's happening, right? I mean, if you felt a little bored, then by all means, let's not be bored anymore. I definitely know how that feels. I am a Sagittarius sun. So let's see here. Don't want to be bored. And at the bottom of the deck, I did have the Four of Cups. So there may have just been some of that going on, and you're ready for something new to begin. So let's see what's going to begin. Let's get soulmate for Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, I've got the Queen of Pentacles as your soulmate. So it's absolutely going to be important for you to be feeling good, be looking good. You're going to be guiding that abundance in your world through your relationships, and you could be connecting with an earth sign. So you could be connecting with, say, a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus right now, somebody who's grounded, who's responsible, who's made their money, who has something to share and is confident. And that's going to be rubbing off well on you as well. Okay, main energy I have is the moon. Could also be connecting with a Pisces. Past energy, I've got Judgment card. Current energy, Death. Wow, look at all this major arcana. Future energy, Nine of Swords. Pardon me. Oh, fun. Your animal spirit card is the camel. And I love this one for Sagittarius because it's like the world traveler. And you are absolutely the world traveler of the zodiac. And then your romance angels are express your love. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And then your moonology card we have is surrender to the divine. Oh, I love it. Full moon. So what does all of this say for Sagittarius? Well, I feel like if you've been a little like ho-hum about things and you've been really working on your confidence, you've been looking good, you're going to be attracting people that have that same resonance to you. And those which don't have the same resonance, the ones that don't have that vibration that you're looking for, you're going to be getting rid of them. So it's really all about that vibration. What you're feeling on the inside is what you're going to be bringing in on the outside. It says, express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So having some conversations around what it is that you want, feeling like you're confident enough to say, if somebody comes back, telling them how you feel, telling them what's on your mind, going through any guided changes. You could also be connecting with a Scorpio because we have the Death card and the Judgment card. So perhaps you have several people that are your soulmate, maybe one close friend and a couple other people that you're considering perhaps, and not knowing maybe is the right way to go right now. maybe it's best to just follow your intuition where it's taking you without realizing what's going to happen next. We do have some fantasy sex on the beach here. So if you're going to go on a trip, maybe you meet somebody abroad here with the camel card, and it just gets a little kinky on the beach. But regardless, anything that's happening in the moonlight, like we got the moon on both of these cards. This nighttime element, it's going to be, you may be feeling more alive at night. And there may be some secrets that come out and some things that you didn't realize. And as you're going through this change this month, it could bring you a little bit of anxiety. I will have to say that getting too stuck in your head right now may not be the best way to find peace through the changes. But if you feel like you're being tested, look at what you're putting into your body at this time too. If you're putting in too much of the fantasy, the drugs, the alcohol, this type of stuff, then you may be judged in that regard, where you're having to make a change and say, slow down a little bit, and that could be hard on you. But either way, it's going to be creating more beauty in your life. And that is where surrendering is going to get you at this time, because it doesn't look like you've got a lot of choice in these matters. This is stuff that's divinely guided. And so surrender to the divine may just be the way to go. And then, and then you'll feel free at the end of the month, that anything that you were unsure of, anything that you had to leave behind, you're going to know why. So let's see what this camel card says for you. Camel is a fire element, and it says, resourceful, independent, knows one's self. When in balance, calm, content, sparkle in the eye. When out of balance, dehydrated, lacks vitality. Bring into balance, a pilgrimage. So what trip are you going to be taking this year? Let's start planning it. Let's get those things on the calendar, so that you aren't feeling like today is all you have. Like, you need something to look forward to. So we're going to be dreaming a lot. We're going to be deciding what's going to make us happy. We're going to be expressing how it is that we feel. And if you need to, if you feel some anger, if you feel some anxiety, finding some cool water to sit next to, and just to calm your nerves. All right, well, let's see if you're going to be connecting romantically with your soulmate this month. Let's see. For Sagittarius, what do we got? My sources say no. Few people have gotten those, but it may just be a reset month for you. So reset, look good, and feel good too. All right, thanks, Sagittarius. Next up, we've got Capricorn. Last but not least, all right, Capricorn, we're going to talk a bit about what's going on for you in all these different areas in accordance with your soulmate and what's going to happen this month. So we're going to pull a soulmate card for you. And then we're also going to pull a couple of romance angels and the tarot, of course. So let's get started. In your first house, you've got Mercury that just went direct, and you also have Pluto. And so Pluto's been making those guided changes. And now that it's direct, it's moving forward into the final degrees of your chart. And then it's actually going to go into Aquarius here on the 23rd of March. So you're going to catch a break finally. And now you're going to feel like you have the words and you have the decisions, and you aren't feeling quite as stuck, and you aren't quite sure what contracts to sign and things like that. We're going to have all that information ready to go now that Mercury is direct. So that'll help you in your business world. It'll help you in your relationships, in your family life, at home, all that good stuff. So yeah, all systems go now. And I think a lot of people are going to be feeling that shift in a very positive way. All right, so I'm going to cut the deck. Bottom of the deck, when I cut for you, I've got the King of Cups. We'll see how that comes into play here with some of the other cards. And then let's get you your soulmate. Let's see who your soulmate is this month, Capricorn. All right. And then in your fifth house, um, your house of romance, you've got the North Node and you've got Uranus. So maybe feeling like the world is guiding you to kind of do something out of the box and go travel somewhere that you've never been before. Go meet new friends and find romance in different places or with different cultures or things that are kind of unwritten, like experiencing life and just allowing it to happen. So hopefully that's going well for you. Your soulmate card I have is the Hanged Man, and that is a Pisces card. So at the beginning we saw the King of Cups, and so you could be connecting absolutely with a Pisces or a Cancer or a Scorpio at this time. These are interesting together. The romance angels I have for you is reconciliation. It says someone from your past is returning to your life, and free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So in one way, we're letting go, and another way, we're reconnecting. So you may know what that means for you. It could be two totally different situations. Perhaps you're letting go of an old lover so that you can bring, or you're letting go of an old lover so you can bring in another old lover that then you reconnect with them. And so could be multiple people, but either way, one of them absolutely could be a Pisces, and it could be just waiting around to find that perfect moment for the two of you to connect. You may have had to be patient, may not have had all the answers, and you're just going to wait for that strike of enlightenment when it comes, much like Uranus being in your fifth house, that one day you're like, oh, I'm ready. Now I'm ready. So I've freed myself from that which did not work. I'm not trapped anymore. And now I can connect perhaps with this person that you've known from the past. But at the bottom of the deck, I had the Four of Cups. So there may have just been some things you've had to say no to, like we said. When you free yourself from something, let go of any chains, there's just a sense of discontent around what it was that you were connected to that you didn't need. So that discontentment should clear up as you're finding enlightenment. Your main energy we have is the Two of Wands, past energy, Five of Cups, current energy, King of Pentacles, here you are, and the future energy being the Death card. So it's come out quite a bit as well. We also have your moon card, work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. So you absolutely could be connecting with a Scorpio as well. It could go to one of the other options that you have at this time, or possibly somebody like yourself, like this King of Pentacles. But I do believe that this is you in the reading. So with the Two of Wands being the main energy, you're looking at your world like spinning the globe, trying to determine what's the next path for you, standing in the doorway, trying to make a decision, maybe making decisions about doorways or something very literal like that. However, regardless, it's kind of like a pause to make a decision about your romantic life right now. And there may be some reconciliation with somebody who you've had some sadness with in the past, and now you're trying to take the two cups that are still there and reconcile your relationship, and not think about the three that had gone, and focus on the glass being half full rather than the glass being half empty. So bringing some new optimism to your love life, and then just being the true you. I feel like really being the real Capricorn, the one that wants to care for people, the one that wants to be the chivalrous man, and to have strong boundaries for the right reasons, and to be the protector and the father and all those good things. I think you're going to have the opportunity to really use those qualities you have in yourself this month, and that may be the change that that life needed. Maybe you just needed to get back to yourself, and that's going to bring you some divinely guided renewal in your life. And I think that renewal may have been a long time coming, and this could really help when Pluto, this is like the Pluto card, moves out of Cancer or of Capricorn for a little while to give you a break, and you'll know it's left, because you won't be feeling that intensity anymore. the things that you're having to learn and the things you're having to go through will feel like water under the bridge at this point. So maybe that is what you're freeing yourself from. Freeing yourself from some of that heavy Plutonian energy kind of coming up, and allowing yourself to enjoy life and to feel that spark and that fun reconciliation with those who you do love, who you did love. And if the love went south or went sour, now is the time to stand up and be the man that you are and bring things to fruition in a positive way and allow life to just guide you. Not necessarily having to be in control all the time, but just waiting and feeling at peace with the way things are. All right, love it. Well, let's ask the 8 ball one final time. Is Capricorn going to be connecting romantically with their soulmate this month? Outlook not so good. Well, at least making positive connections with yourself and knowing where it is that you want to take your life at this time could be very important. Well, thanks so much, everyone, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your soulmate special, and I will be back here soon to do a reading for the full moon in Leo. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. It does help me grow as a channel, and I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel for more Tantra and Tarot.